It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Packers' superstar running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Packers and
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go from Lambeau. Evans now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. He's going to throw this one. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Cut by Diggs. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, they'll run. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Polk makes the catch. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. They'll run here following the penalty. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Second and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Packers. They'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Saints and their running back about to get back to work. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. The Duke gets him some running room. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. First down, he takes the snap. This one finds Polk. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Setting up a throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Gets this to Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The tight end going in motion right. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking for a throw here. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Packers. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Motioning the tight end now. Going ground on 1st and goal. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now lead by 10. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. they'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finding Collins. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. That pass complete to McMillan. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. McMillan hauls it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 6 now. On target to his man, Polk. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Running it now out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All set up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Completed to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that hit stops him in his tracks. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw now. Into traffic, complete. And the pass is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lone back gets the handoff. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Simple dive up the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau.
Brings up 3rd
The Packers driving. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They motion the tight end over. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
The Saints come marching onto the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Airing it out to start this drive. He's on the move. He's on the move.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. They gave him just enough room to run.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by Diggs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Cut by Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Collins there to grab it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. And he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. 2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go. 2nd and very long. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm He started game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Well, no pushing the envelope, it appears, in what remains of this first half. He's going to take a knee and watch that time run out here. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports halftime. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Second down and 10.
Hand off to the back. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Rolling left, buying some time. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Evans now to return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few, but got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's got a man left. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out now runs the Packer offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll throw on 1st. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They're now set for 1st and 10. Pass play now. Hauled in by Musgrave. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From midfield on 2nd down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Cut out left. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Still sticking with the passing game. Gets him on the in route. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. A give now from the gun. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They're throwing it. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Now looking to throw. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it, touchdown Green Bay! The Packers make it a 3-possession game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Here comes the Saints offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Motioning one of the tight ends. Airing it out to start this drive. Polk makes the catch. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Looking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to Jalen Polk. And now it's second down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Rolling out to his left. Ooh, look at this, here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
To the air, third and long. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at a fourth down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he reaches the 35 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run it from the gun. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Packers football to start the 4th in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. Has a hole left, room to run. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This one finds Polk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, New Orleans.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. First down from the red zone. On target to his man, Polk. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw it again. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints trail by 22 now. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They send a tight end in motion. Throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. The Packers send out their punting unit. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Cut by Diggs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To throw it on 1st down. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Motion man sent left. To throw here on 1st down. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. That pass complete to McMillan. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The offense getting set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Throwing it to start this drive. Completed to Collins. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond. Oh, the football's loose. Packers pick it up. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. They give him 5 in total. Now it's going to be 4th and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go, Shaq.
So this is a Packers win. And they didn't fall victim to that dreaded trap game against a lesser opponent. They were the better team coming in. They played like it to earn the convincing victory.